Hybrid cloud retains Human Capital Administration Agency Nimble. Ceridian is betting on hybrid cloud, community virtualization and automation because it goals to enhance IT service supply, weed out inefficiencies and bolster safety. The Human Capital Administration (HCM) firm lately accomplished its transition to a cloud structure, shuttering its on-premises knowledge facilities and migrating its purposes and back-office methods to a number of clouds. "We're a real client of hybrid cloud know-how," says CIO Warren Perlman. "Now we have operations in each VMware cloud on AWS, in addition to native AWS, and in addition native Azure. In our non-public cloud operations, which is in partnership with a third get-together, we run the VMware suite," Perlman says. That features VMware instruments akin to NSXT software-defined networking and safety platform, VMware Cloud on AWS, a collectively engineered service that runs the VMware software-defined knowledge heartstack within the AWS public cloud, vRealize multi-cloud administration know-how, and app defense, an endpoint safety product that protects purposes working in virtualized environments. The cloud can be integral to Ceridian's product growth technique, the corporate's flagship Dayforce HCM platform, which mixes human sources, payroll, advantages and workforce administration capabilities, was constructed solely within the cloud. It has been within the cloud since day one in a non-public cloud setting, Perlman says. Ceridian's future cloud plans are each pragmatic and forward-looking. Proceed to benefit from the most recent, newest, and best applied sciences, Perlman says. That features cloud capabilities akin to auto-scalability with redundancy and failover that is inbuilt natively, together with the power emigrate between cloud suppliers to make sure optimum availability, which interprets into 99.999% uptime. You may have an Azure AWS active type state of affairs, the place you may failover from one mega cloud supplier to the opposite so that you just actually get to a 5-9 structure, Perlman says. As its cloud plans advance, Ceridian is prioritizing community virtualization, which the corporate views as a crucial element in its long-term enterprise technique. "We truly rolled out a virtualized SD-WAN a lot of years in the past. So we have been kind of main the cost down the trail to make it possible for we had redundancy throughout our networks, campus to campus, campus to data heart, and campus to cloud, all within the virtual network area," Perlman says. Community virtualization has additionally drastically improved Ceridian's safety panorama, Perlman says. Above and past your typical layered safety method, network virtualization places you in a significantly better place to guard the information that you just are charged with securing on behalf of your clients, he says. There are a number of major benefits that we're trying to benefit from in community virtualization, says Kevin Younger, principal engineer for Ceridian's Dayforce. Initially as safety and microsegmentation. Ceridian is utilizing VMware's NSXT to allow microsegmentation, which provides extra granular safety controls for better assault resistance. It is a rigorous method, and it requires time-consuming evaluation and planning to get it proper. We begin with a zero-belief method within the very starting, Younger explains. This forces us to know our utility nicely, and in addition forces us to correctly dock and open solely the holes required for the applying. Safety being firstly. To be absolutely dedicated to safety means being keen to decide to the exhausting work. What I've historically heard from most individuals is, "We need to do it and never be disruptive," Younger says. These two issues simply do not go hand in hand as you implement tight safety. We have had the posh of getting executives, who imagine in safety first. Hyperconvergence, combining storage, computing, and networking on a single hardware system additionally performs an essential function in Ceridian's long-term technique. Now we have a footprint in hyperconvergence with what we name our bureau panorama, Younger says. Hyperconvergence know-how guarantees to assist Ceridian unify its non-public, public, and distributed clouds, permitting the corporate to scale operations, simplify deployments, improve reliability, and decrease prices, amongst different advantages. Automation is a key driver in Ceridian's general cloud imaginative and prescient and technique. It is actually the muse and the basic step that is required as an entry for us to have the ability to show out our idea, says Alan Siegel, Ceridian's Senior VP of Enterprise Know-how. It is important within the sense that we're driving towards push-button solutioning. Automation helps Ceridian deal with modifications that the COVID-19 pandemic dropped at its operations, for instance, the power to handle your whole operation remotely from wherever you might be. As a result of you do not have to fret about your campus, is an important step, Perlman says. Due to its automation instruments, Ceridian was in a position to transition, nearly instantly, to 100% distant operation. There was no downtime, and no impression to our clients as a result of we ready, he says. Within the huge image, coaching and training have been essential all through Ceridian's IT transformation. We have inspired our groups to concentrate on a cloud-first mentality, Siegel says. We have labored on educating, coaching and in addition giving teams the pliability, the playground, to be taught, devour, and perceive the right way to undertake and help the cloud setting as we proceed the journey. The corporate has streamlined its inside growth processes to realize better velocity and productiveness, and root out inefficiencies. We have continued to construct fashions that scale, that change into rinse and repeat, Siegel says. That is key, because it's allowed us to proceed to judge new cloud applied sciences. Endlessly observing and finding out promising applied sciences will not get it carried out. Sitting again and ready for one thing new or one thing epic to occur, or utilizing the "we're too busy" excuse, simply makes it harder the longer you wait, Perlman says. Take deliberate motion and focus in your actions to get the place you might want to go, he advises. Siegel suggests intense collaboration with inside groups, focusing them on objectives, providing encouragement and sharing the group's long-term imaginative and prescient. Be communicative, he says. Ensure that everyone understands the why, the how and the when. Embracing promising new applied sciences is definitely a lot simpler than most leaders assume, Siegel says. It is actually about constructing a stable basis as you take care of your groups in making a plan that is repeatable and addresses all of the enterprise causes and advantages that you are looking to realize, he explains. With that, organizations grasp the profit and worth in a short time.